Good morning, students. And today, in this session, we are going to discuss the remaining part of the lesson. That is, we are discussing today the 9th standard English subject, the first chapter, the best advice I ever had, written by Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. As we know that in the previous period, we have discussed regarding the paragraph. So we are at the paragraph number 6, where we came to know in the last period that Gandhiji gives some advice when she met Gandhiji before she was going to America. So let us know the remaining part of the lesson. Listen, children, carefully and follow what I am going to say. 7th paragraph. So in the 6th paragraph, what we discussed in the last period, when Gandhiji says to the Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit that you have to meet your relatives, you have to go and say them that you are going to America, not to becoming angry over those family members, thinking that they are not giving any share of the property after the death of her husband. So for that she refused to go and meet the relatives when Gandhiji said. So what happens afterwards? Let's see. No one can harm you except yourself, he said, still smiling. I see enough bitterness in your heart to cause you injury unless you check it. So this was the reply by the Gandhiji when she refused to go and meet the relatives by the advice of the Gandhiji. Then he said, that is, the Gandhiji gives the advice, what the chapter here, the lesson heading, the advice the Gandhiji gave to Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit here is the advice. Gandhiji gives the best advice, what she felt later onwards is no one can harm. Write down, children. This is the advice given by the Mahatma Gandhiji to the Vijayalakshmi Pandit. No one can harm you except yourself. Except yourself. No one can harm you except yourself. So this is the advice given by the Mahatma Gandhiji, and he said this advice smiling, and also added to this advice he said that I see enough bitterness in your heart to cause you injury unless you check it. That means it's your feeling that you made your mindset in a negative manner. You made a mindset in a negative manner towards the family members, and they are not in the same mindset. So think of it. It is not a good thing to become anger on the family members. So quoting that, saying that, he said that enough bitterness in your heart, you have going to causing yourself the bitterness. Here bitterness means unhappiness to the heart and cause you injury unless you check it. He said, if you are not going to recompensate, if you are not going to concentrate on this matter, that is, you yourself is going to become angry upon the family members. So be quite humble nature, think in a positive way, be a cool mindset, like that Gandhiji advised the Mr. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. So next paragraph, 8th paragraph. I remained silent and he continued. You are going to a new country because you are unhappy and want to escape. For this advice given by the Gandhiji, she doesn't say anything. She simply remained silent, and Mahatma Gandhiji continued saying to the Vijayalakshmi Pandit that you are going to a new country. Now you are saying that you are going from India to the America, as it is a tour for the conference to take part in you are leaving for America to take part in a conference. It's fine, but in the same way, this causes you feel very bitterness, unhappy, because you are unhappy and want to escape. He correlated this thing of going to America, that you are going to escape from the difficult situation, you are going to escape from the family members, and this will cause still yours what you call bitterness more. Can you escape from yourself, thinking that here the family members are not giving any share and you are not happy, and in that mood, mindset, if you are going abroad out of the family members, are you feeling it is very good to you, like that? He questioned Mrs. Pandit that can you escape from yourself? Will you find happiness outside when there is bitterness in your heart? When you are very sorrow and there is much difficulties, there is much bitterness is there in your heart, how can you be leading a life of a happy? It should not be going to happen like that. So think it over. Be a little humble. Be a little humble. So Gandhiji says that don't be angry and be a little humble. What he said? Be a little humble. Little humble. Become generous. To become generous, you have lost a loved one. That is sorrow enough. Added to that, he said that already you have lost the one. Here you have lost the one. That means husband. Already you have lost your husband, beloved husband, and it's a very, very sorrow. And added to that, if you are leaving the relatives, thinking that becoming angry on those people, it will be very, very sorry enough. Must you inflict further injury on yourself? Must you inflict further injury on yourself because you lack courage to cleanse your heart, your own heart? And this says that you are going to becoming yourself causing very, very injurious to your health, injurious to your mindset. So it's better that you clean your heart. Be an open-hearted person. So like that, if you are not getting that, you are going to lack courage. You are not having courage to cleanse your heart and thinking that of the family members. So here, this was the reply by the Mahatma Gandhiji for the answer given by the Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. That is, he was not going to meet her relatives. So next, after this advice by the Gandhiji that no one can harm you except yourself, and you have to be very humble towards your family members, and if you are going abroad, leaving all your family members here, and still it will be causing you very sorrow, it will be causing you very much disturbing your mindset. So it's better that you meet your relatives and make your heart very light-hearted and you will having some peace of mind. If you are going to approach your family members regarding this, that I am going to share the purpose you are being humble, and if you are not making that tough courage, it will be a burden for you. So think it and decide yourself like that. Mahatma Gandhi said. After that, 9th paragraph. His words would not leave me. Here, his words means Mahatma Gandhi's words don't leave her for easy. That is, his words means a lot to her. She was going to think on those advisor and words. They give me no peace. After some days of severe struggle with myself, when Mahatma Gandhi said advice, she didn't care, didn't agree. But later onwards, after some days of severe struggle with myself, I finally telephoned my brother-in-law. At last, with so many difficulties, after some days, she remembered the advice of the Mahatma Gandhiji, and now she is willing to call her brother-in-law. I would like to see you and the family, I said before leaving. Then Mr. Vijayalakshmi Pandit, before leaving the India to America for the participation of a conference, she called her brother-in-law and said, I wanted to meet you and I wanted to meet all the family members, and she said that she was leaving for America. So after this matter, after this thing was shared with the family members, she felt very happy. Her heart will not be as much before it was going to be expressing. So I hadn't been with them 5 minutes before. I sensed that my visit had brought a feeling of relief to everyone. After the talk with the family member, the brother-in-law, that she felt a feeling of relief. So relief means what? The meaning, take down the meanings of the words. Meanings, relief. Relief means a feeling of reassurance. Relief means a feeling of reassurance and relaxation after stress is over. Here, what is the stress then? The stress here, she felt that one will be regarding the not having a share with the family property, and also with the antiquated law. What she think? So here she will be feeling a very relief, a feeling of reassurance and relaxation after stress is over. When she is going to speak with the brother-in-law, family members, that she was going to share the remaining happenings in her life, she was very, very relieved. She felt very relaxed. Mind will be very relaxed, and that was not happened before that. I told them of my plans and asked for their good wishes before starting on this new stage of my life. So then she requested the family members that I am going abroad. I want your good wishes, and also she shared the plannings, the future plannings in her life. So the effect on me was miraculous. When she was compromising with the family members, when she was going to sharing the things, matters of her personal life and the future life, according to the advice of the Gandhiji, she is going to be very relaxed mind. So, and that effect of speaking with the family members, the effect of speaking with the family members made her very vast change in the mindset. That is, it was a miraculous change. She observed herself. I felt as if a great burden had been lifted. What is the type of miraculous feeling here? That a great burden had been lifted and was free to myself. So she felt very relief on this situation. So this small gesture was the beginning of a significant change in me. Here, gesture means action. Gesture. A small gesture means here action or activity. Action or activity. So this action that she was going to discussing all the things of her future plans. This was the beginning of a significant change in me. A year and a half later, I was in New York. Then she was sharing the other thing about her life. After 1.5 years, she was in New York as a leader of the Indian delegation to the United Nations. Important to us was India's complaint regarding the treatment of people of Indian origin in South Africa. Harsh things were said by both sides. I resented the manner in which my opponents made personal attacks harmful to India's prestige and to mine. So, after this incident, 1.5 years later, she was in New York as an Indian delegation, leader of Indian delegation in United Nations. There, the India's complaint regarding the treatment of people of Indian origin in South Africa. So, in that situation, she faced very personal attacks. That is, the harsh things said by those South Africans, and this harsh words and the treatment of the Indians in South Africa resented her. Resented means feel better about. Resented. Feel bitter about. So, in that situation, once again, she is becoming very angry, and she has lost her mindset, and personal attacks they made. The opponents means the opposition parties people made personal attacks and also harmful to India's prestige. And also harmful to India's prestige. I struck back with the same sharp weapon. Then she also said the same thing to those people. So here, how she is able to manage those type of difficult situation, we will discuss in the next period. Okay, children. So we will stop up to 11th paragraph and take a homework question and try to answer this question. So the question, take down the question. How did Gandhiji make? How did homework? Take down homework question. How did Gandhiji? How did Gandhiji make Mrs. Pandit meet her relatives and another question, what advice that Gandhiji give to Mrs. Pandit? What advice that Gandhiji give to Mrs. Pandit? Is it clear? So we will discuss remaining lesson in the next period. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.